Wednesday, February 25th, and we have a phenomenal slate of games in the NBA and in the NHL. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down the entire slate. I'm going to be giving you the 5 best player props for that entire slate, not to mention the sportsbook play of the day. We're going to pick a team to win in every single sport. So make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get rocking and rolling and going over all the free plays we have in store for you for Wednesday, there's something you need to do. Go on ahead and smash that like button, because if and when the play cashes, I'm putting $100 of my own play on this big plus money play that we have for you at the end of the video. If and when that cashes, one of you that likes this video and comments below will get all the profits from that play. All we need is 100 likes on this video. And if you're new here, if you haven't already, I drop these free plays every single day for you guys. So go on ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a free play drop. Now, the single most important thing that you can do for yourself is going down below, visiting my buddy Stan, because he's got a way for you to lock in all of these plays for absolutely free. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. He's going to send you over to my Stan.store here where you can lock in these plays for free on 6 different apps. Now, some of them are going to give you money without even depositing. The other ones are deposit matches. The 2 that I highly recommend for this play are either Prizepicks with code FFAPE, where you bet $5 and get 50, or Chalkboard with code APE, where you get $20 for absolutely free and a $100 deposit match on top of it. Why do I recommend those? Well, we have an edge on Prizepicks and Chalkboard. You can adjust the rebound and assist line over on those apps. You can't do it anywhere else. So we're taking advantage of those edges on those apps. And if you want all of my free plays to include cheat sheets every single day, get on over to that big, beautiful golden W up there. You'll get more free plays every day. There's also a free Discord, great community, so make sure you're taking advantage so you don't miss anything at all that we have going on. Now, before we get into the video as a whole here, there's a little something that I need to say. Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links, are all there right in front of you on the screen. We do receive a commission made through those signups there, but you also get some free money and you get a 30 days of premium per signup. So go on ahead and take advantage so you can lock in with us on premium every single day. And now, I did not want to do this, but it is very, very important that I do. We had a losing day in premium. It hasn't happened in over a week. It does happen. This is gambling. I do not have a crystal ball. I wish I did, so that we could all never lose again, but it happens sometimes. It's rare over here, but after a losing day, we always have our biggest bounce back day. So everybody in premium, be prepared. We're going to have a fantastic Wednesday. Now, what happened in premium? We had the Arizona State Oklahoma game in college baseball. We had that under 17.5. We knew the wind was blowing out. We didn't care. It ended in the 7th inning, but it ended with the Hook getting 18 runs. They scored one more run in that 7th inning that they didn't need to score, and it sent it on over that 17.5. Horrible loss on that one. Southern Miss for that -105 did cash. We absolutely love them to take that game against Alabama. And then the 6-leg parlay was only +151. A lot of heavy juice on there, and the heavy juice did not pay off. We had a ton of upsets on Tuesday, and that can happen sometimes in college baseball. With the midweek, they don't have their good starters out there. They're testing things. A lot of the good teams don't care. Now, we did like them in all these spots. We like Georgia Tech. They ended up losing to Georgia State. We liked LSU. They lost to McNeese State. A lot of no-name teams beat the big teams today. We had Arkansas State taking down Arkansas. It was an absolute shit show. We lost the 1-unit play up there on top for the +151 and the 2.5-unit play. So not a good day in premium at all, but we always have the biggest bounce back after a losing day. They usually happen about once a week in premium. They do happen. And like I said, we are going to the moon on Wednesday and carrying that through right into the weekend. So if you want to get into premium, you can use code SUCK here because we just sucked. And you can use code SUCK. Sign up. There's only 3 spots remaining. 80% off there. The year pass, VIP, lifetime. We have 3 slots left as well. With code LIMITED, you will get 80% off there as well. Or you could go on ahead and grab yourself a week or monthly pass. Those are always an option for all you guys that don't like commitment. You can hop in, dip your toes in, and see what we do day in and day out. Just do expect we'll have one losing day a week. So make sure that you are managing your bankroll so that you don't have a day where you just lose all your winnings. You got to make sure you manage your bankroll. That is key in this gambling world. Now, without all that bad news, let's get into the good news here. We got a great play for you guys in this video. We did miss yesterday's free play video once again by 1 leg. We went 7 for 9 in our player props. I gave you guys a ton of them. We missed on 2. One of them was a demon. The other one wasn't. Karl Anthony Towns did miss his rebound and assist line. He got 9 and he got stuck there. We needed 11.5 from him. Did not come to fruition. And then the Raptors, even though we had great closing line value, I told you guys in the video, the line started at +2.5. We took it at +1. It got all the way to where they were favorited by -1.5. I told you guys that was going to happen. It did happen, but Oklahoma City, with their depleted roster, somehow went up to Toronto, who was fully healthy, and got it done there on the road. And I'm a little bit shocked. That was one of the sharpest plays on the day, and the closing line value was amazing, but it just, I can't shoot the ball for these guys. So Toronto just did not get it done for us, but we love these plays for Wednesday. We're locking in again. Let's go over it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Player prop number 1 is Cade Cunningham over 1.5 3 points made. Now, we typically don't go after this kind of a prop, but I absolutely love it here on Wednesday. Oklahoma City is bound to lose, and now they're going up against the juggernaut of a team, the Detroit Pistons. I do think they probably lose this game. I'm not going to touch it, though, because for one reason or another, they keep pulling wins out of a hat, and it just keeps on happening. So we're not touching that, but this has a mediocre under over here of only 218, one of the lower ones on the day. The Pistons are 7-point favorites at home, -260 on the money line. Again, I'm not touching it. I do think the Pistons win, but the Oklahoma City just keeps on winning. But I do love Cade Cunningham to get at least 2 3-pointers in this game. He's averaging 2.4 over his last 10-game span, 7 out of his last 10, 5 in a row for us here. We love what we're seeing in the green. Now, as you can also see, Oklahoma City Thunder does give up a ton of threes, and I do think that Oklahoma City is going to keep it close once again, and I think Cade Cunningham is going to have a lot of points, and he's going to make a lot of threes. Now, as you can see, there is a glaring red 0 on the board for that head-to-head there, but that was way back last season in 2025. We're not too worried about that at all. Cade Cunningham has been balling out of his mind, making 3 after 3, and we like him to do it again for us on Wednesday, so we're taking him over 1.5 3 points on the day. Next, we got Alperen Sengun, the center for the Houston Rockets, going up against the Sacramento Kings. We like him for over 14.5 rebounds and assists, and honestly, I think he could get this all on the boards by itself. Now, this game has an under-over of 223.5. The Rockets are heavy favorites. This does have blowout factor written all over it, but we still like this line here, able to knock it down. Like I said, his normal line here is set at 17.5. I think he gets about 12 to 13 rebounds alone, sprinkles in about 5 assists, and clears us over this line with ease. As you can see, the Kings, assists allowed are 26th in the NBA. Rebounds are 18th, but when we go to that center position, it flips. 28th in rebounds and 18th to assists. I think he's going to have a day. I think he's going to be going well over this line. He's averaging 15.7 over his last 10-game span there. 5 of his last 10 as well. Just dropped 18 on the Jazz. And the Kings, they're not that great of a team. Let's just be honest. Let's call a spade, and Ray Naud is not a good rebounder. If you go over to his line here, his normal line is actually set at 10.5. That 14.5 was super juiced. 10.5 of his normal line. I don't think he hits it. There's not much data, as you can see, for him on this one. Domantas Sabonis is out for the Kings for the season, so that's great for us as well, because if he was in, I would not like this one as much, but he's not. So we love Alperen Sengun there for over 14.5 rebounds and assists. Now, normally I don't say this, but this one does make me a little bit worried. I really like the correlation here. I do think that the Rockets are going to score a ton of points, but Kevin Durant gives me a little moment of pause, but I still think he's able to muster 25.5 in this one. If you wanted to knock it down to make it a little bit safer, go on ahead. If you wanted to stay away from this one, wouldn't blame you at all, but we're taking Kevin Durant here over 25.5. I do think they're going to score a ton of points. I do think that they're going to beat the Kings by a lot. I do think that Kevin Durant's going to have a good game. I like him for 28 points in this one. He got 18 last game, but before that, he got 30 and 35. He's done this in 5 of his last 10. He's only averaging 24, which is actually a good indicator for me, believe it or not. It's under what we need here, and there's a reason the book set this line where it is, because they know that he's going to score at least 25 points. I think he's going to score at least 28, so there's a bit of a discrepancy there. As you can see, 28th in the NBA in points allowed, the Kings are, and when we break it down further to that power forward position, they're 24th in the NBA, and Kevin Durant, as old as he is, as weird as he is, he can still shoot that basketball. So we do like him here on Wednesday. Like I said, though, if you wanted to stay away from him, leave him out of this 5-man, go on ahead. But we're taking him because we like the payout. We like a little bit of risk. We don't mind it at all here. So give us Kevin Durant over 25.5 points. And next, we're going with the Toronto Maple Leaf, Austin Matthews there at center. The Canadians just lost the Olympics. I just wanted to say it. God bless America. We love it. We absolutely loved what happened. Got gold, beat them in their own sport. But now we're going to go ahead and take a Canadian player here, Austin Matthews, the center for the Maple Leafs, to go over his shots on goal. Great matchup, great Canadian matchup here versus the Tampa Bay Leaves. Now, the under-over in this matchup is set at 6.5. I don't know if that goes over, but I do like him to get a ton of shots. The Maple Leafs are the underdog in this one, plus 1.5 is minus 140, and they are plus 180 on the money line. So they're getting 1.5 points there. I do think that the Tampa Bay Lightning gets the W in this one. I do like them to win this game, but I like the Maple Leafs to keep it close. They're going to be playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. He's done this in 60% of the time in his last 5 games, 70% of the time in his last 10. Now, before the break there, he did not hit this goal, but he was getting 7, 4, 3, 7, big breakouts in those moments. And I do think this one's going to be a bit of a back and forth game. He's averaging 3.7 as well over that last 10, and head to head in their last matchup back in December, he did get 8. I like him for about 5 in this one. So we're going to take Austin Matthews here for just 2.5 shots on goal. And last but not least, we're taking Alex Ovechkin, the legend himself, for just 1.5 shots on goal. He's gotten this in 9 of his last 10, 100% head-to-head against the Flyers, and he's averaging 3.3. This one is as free as it gets. Like him for at least 3 to 4 in this one, 2 at the downside, and that is exactly what we need in this. So we love Alex Ovechkin. We love him to go over 1.5 shots on goal, and we're going to start picking up some hockey here because the Olympics was just so much fun to watch, and we do enjoy locking in on those. So those are the 5 player props that we love for Wednesday. Let's have a day, and let's get into the Sportsbook play of the day. And here's the free play of the day. We locked this one in on DraftKings already. We got a college baseball play, a college basketball play, an NBA play, and the NHL play there as well. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs plus 2.5. I don't think they win the game, but I do think they lose by less than 2.5. Like them to keep that one very, very close. We talked about that one a little bit. Then we got the Detroit Pistons. I said I wasn't going to bet it, but I absolutely had to. I just don't think this Thunder team is going to keep on rolling through all these teams, and the Pistons are going to be just too much for them on Wednesday. And then we got Wisconsin against Oregon on the slate for college basketball. We like Wisconsin there on the road. And then last but not least, we're taking Georgia on the money line in college baseball, $1,000 to $3,400. That means one of you win this play. If this play cashes, we'll get $341. All you got to do is like the video. And you can lock this play in for absolutely free over on Onyx Odds. You get $15 when you sign up with code FFAPE. And then when you deposit just $10, you get $100 in bonus bets. There's also another sports book that is absolutely great that I highly, highly recommend. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I'm just going to say it and see what happens. Bovada. There's a link over on the Winnable where you can sign up for Bovada and get a $250 bonus and lock in all of these plays. They have a huge college baseball slip as well, so that when you get the free premium, you can lock in every single play. So make sure you take advantage of that. Legal in 45 states. That's all we got for you. I'm super tired. I got to get out of here. Thanks for coming.